Good morning to all of you. Welcome to Legal Matters by Sai Baba Sankara. In this video, we are going to discuss a case law on right to travel abroad. You all know right to travel abroad is a basic human right as well as fundamental right given in Article 19 of the Constitution, guaranteed in Article 19 of the Constitution of India, as well as the Article number 12 in the ICCPR, International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, 1976. Very recently, a case of rejection to travel abroad to none less than an IPS officer, Shri AB Venkateswara Rao, took place in Andhra Pradesh state. Of course, you all know AB Venkateswara sir is an IPS officer of 1978 batch, and right from 2020 onwards, he has been fighting in different courts, in the administrative tribunals regarding posting, suspension, so many things happened. Very recently, he wanted to go abroad to call on some children, or I think he was also an invitee to TANA, Telugu Association of North America, which is going to celebrate the yearly, normally twice in a year they do it, in Philadelphia of America. 8th and 9th, yesterday and today, normally they celebrate in Philadelphia. And he is also one of the invitees. Our previous Vice President Shri Venkateswara Rao already has gone there. Whatever it is, AB Venkateswara Rao sir applied for 30 days errand leave to the Chief Secretary of Andhra Pradesh. Chief Secretary Dr. K. Jawahar Reddy. So, yes, he is the competent officer to sanction the leave. But even though 21 days have elapsed, there is no communication from the Chief Secretary whether they granted the leave or not. Actually, his posting was printing and stationery Kurnool, I believe. But from there onwards, I think he was once again suspended. Right. So, he applied for the errand leave, which was not granted, which was not sanctioned or not rejected. Once again, he has to file a case before the Honorable High Court of Andhra Pradesh. The matter came before the bench of Gannapaneni Ramakrishna Prasad, Justice Gannapaneni Ramakrishna Prasad. And he has given a notice or a direction to the Chief Secretary to take a decision before June 30th, whether they are going to permit him or whether they are not refusing like that. They cannot keep the file pending like that. So, basing on the directions of the Honorable Bench of the High Court, the Chief Secretary looked into the representation of Dr. Sri A.V. Venkateswara Rao, ultimately refused to give permission. Why? The ground is that there are criminal cases pending against him. Now we are coming to the important point. Can a person against whom departmental proceedings are pending, can a person against whom cases are pending, travel abroad or not? This is the core issue in this case. Lot many decisions are there. Even that Maneka Gandhi versus Union of India, 1985. In that case, Honorable Supreme Court of India recognized the right to travel abroad is a human right, is a fundamental right, guaranteed by the Constitution, guaranteed by the international covenants also. You know, you have to respect the international covenants as per Article 51 of the Constitution of India. You have to foster respect for the international law. ICCPR, India is a member country, is a signatory to that. Right. So, the judge then, even though the Chief Secretary refused permission for this man to go abroad, now Justice Ramakrishna Prasad very clearly delivered the judgment stating about the right to travel abroad and permitted Sri AB Venkateswara to go abroad and asked him to file an affidavit on his return. He has to give the dates of journey to and fro, and after returning, he has to furnish the information. Normally, there are occasions where the government fears that if the person goes away, there is no chance of his coming back. That apprehension will also be there. For whatever it is, he asked him to file an affidavit. This is the story. But what you have to learn is right to travel abroad is a fundamental right under Article 19 and Article 12 of the ICCPR also. ICCPR Article 12 says right to liberty of the movement. Right to liberty of the movement, because it's an international covenant. You have to foster respect to the same. Then please remember, there are for everything there are reasonable restrictions. When persons need not be allowed. So under section 10b, 10 clause 3 of the Passports Act 1967, because when the passport is cancelled due to the grounds of sovereignty and integrity of India, then if the person is convicted in any court and suffered imprisonment for more than 2 years or more, then contravention of the conditions laid down in the agreement or in the passport, etc. And sometimes during COVID-19 also the movement was restricted. Otherwise, definitely you have to allow him to travel abroad as per the above two articles. Number of decisions are there. I will mention a couple of. Maneka, Gandhi, you cannot forget. Second is Satish Chandra Verma versus Union of India 2019. He is also an IPS officer. I think he was working in Coimbatore by the time. Departmental proceedings were pending, but still the court allowed him to travel abroad. I think very recently Justice Nainala Jayasuriya, he also delivered a judgment regarding Vijayawada people. I am not able to recollect that case law, where A2 and A3 are accused in the case of 498A, 406 and section 3 and 4 of the Dowry Prohibition Act. So A2 and A3, they wanted to go to America to attend their grandson's, and that is what is called a certified course, that is ceremonial, when once completes the graduation, for the graduation ceremony of their grandson. But the so-called police people, they objected, but still Justice Nainala, he permitted them to travel abroad, even though they are accused in CC number 765 by 2021 of Second Additional Chief Metropolitan Magistrate Vijayawada for the offences under section 498A, 477 and section. Already I told you. So please remember, right to travel abroad is a fundamental right. Right to travel abroad is a right, a human right recognized under ICCPR. So as students, you have to know these case laws. Whenever such things come, you have to mention them. So I hope you understand the case law. And as far as AB Venkateswara is concerned, simply AB Venkateswara versus the state. A lot of judgments will come. Right? So with this, I am concluding. Thank you very much.